All right, I got the Mayboos or Mayboos, the 50 colors pack of the needle felting kit. Let me pull this out of here. It came with this god-awful plastic that I had to really fight with to get it off of the little bags. But it came with this big bag of stuff and this little bag of stuff. We're going to look at the big bag first. My daughter's going to help me unzip it with one hand here. All right, flip her open. So over here, you've got the needles. You got 38, 36, 40, and 42. These are all the gauges. They each have several needles in there. I don't know exactly how much. I haven't really looked. I did open it up before I started the video to make sure everything that I expected to be with it was with it before I started. But as far as I know, all the needles that are supposed to be there are there. All the gauges are there. That's wonderful. So then you get this rag. You get this felting pad here. Obviously, you can see it compared to the size of my hand. It's really sturdy, like I'm squishing it pretty hard here, and it does not squish. You got some of these that are molds, I guess. A little needle felting booklet that's got some tips and ways to use the little molds. All these colors, which I will lay out and show exactly what colors I got here in a minute. All right, and then assistance again, please. Thank you. We have all of the fun stuff. So in this bag, you get a couple other kinds of needles. Thank you, ma'am. You've got, I was kind of hoping that Star would come with it because I was looking at some stuff with Star, but they send the spiral felting needles, and it says 36 gauge is the pink. My camera sucks, so you can't really see that, but that little tiny writing says 36 gauge is the pink, and the purple is 40 gauge. And I believe that's the same with this. These are the cone felting needles, and yeah, white is 36 gauge, red is 40, so they're color-coded, which is cool. You've got like little charm things. These little doodads here. We got some scissors, which are not very good scissors. I do other crafting, so I have some cool scissors that will do. These ones will, you know, get the job done, I suppose. But they're not a pointy tip that I was kind of hoping, which I don't think it shows a pointy tip in the picture, so I'm not super bummed about it or anything. Then you have your single tool and your awl and your little tweezer guys, which is neat. All right, the next one here is just some more of these. It looks like a fish and a paw print. I don't know if there's another one. I haven't opened it. All right, then there's this. It looks like you got your needle nose pliers. Let me see if I can get this open. All right, you got some safety eyes. These are teeny, teeny, tiny, I guess, to go with the little molds there. And then your finger glove things. These are like little keychain things. More safety eyes? Yeah, these are different sizes of safety eyes. These are teeny tiny ones. Again, my camera sucks, so you can't really see it. But there's some really itty bitty ones in there. Chloe, will you open that up and pull out those separate bags? Maybe I can get them if they're separate. All right, and then you got your needle nose pliers here. And then one more thing inside this bag is this multi-tool. Looks like you can fit 8 on there, which is nice. So here I set out these other sizes. These are really teeny tiny compared to these other ones. So these other ones are fairly decent size. These ones, like these are literally little mini ones, and they're adorable. Okay, there's that. Let me get these colors laid out and we'll go over the colors. All right, so here are all of the colors that came with it. If from what I can tell, my camera is showing them pretty true to color. They might be looking a little bit brighter on the camera than in person. Like that pink is a little bit more dull of a pink, more of a bubblegum pink than a bright pink. Same with that. That one looks a little bit brighter there. But for the most part, I'm pretty impressed with the color here. I could have grouped them, but I didn't have time. I don't know if my camera will stay open for that long without me using it. This one is interesting. It's got like, that looks almost like a brown, but it looks like a blue and purpley mix here, almost like a unicorn color. Maybe it looks a little more gray sometimes if you look up close, somewhere where the colors mixed. And then this one I noticed is really neat. It's like, it looks like actual wool fiber, where you can see the different strands and stuff in there. There is black, so these are all, I think it said 3 grams. This one here, you can tell if you look at it next to this real closely, that one's a little bit bigger, and then this white up here is a little bit bigger, so they give you a little bit more of a color with that. This one actually looks pretty big too, but the color scheme is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the range of colors. I really only needed the green and the purple in this. I just wanted all of the different colors if I'm going to go big, or if I'm going to do it, I'm going to go big, you know what I mean? But pretty nice. It's pretty nice color scheme. They all come individually wrapped. There's definitely 50 of them. We got 10 in each row, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. So all around, I'm happy with it. I did test, I crochet also, so I did test the 48 gauge and the 40 gauge, no, the 38 and the 40 gauge needle on some acrylic yarn to see if it would felt the acrylic yarn. Mostly thinking in terms of like tying ends in, or maybe even carding my own acrylic roving type stuff. And it worked fine. It takes a little bit because these are fairly cheap needles. I actually am glad I mentioned that because I wanted to show the needles up close. And let me see if I can get it with my light on here. But dang. Can I turn my flashlight on at the same time? No. I'll just have to post a picture of it in the review too. But anyway, there's the colors. Here's the set. Here's the stuff. It's great. I'm excited to use it. So I'm cutting this here. I'll take a picture of the other thing with a better phone. And I hope this helped anybody that's looking for a good little starter kit, because these are fantastic. I'm pretty happy with it.